The heat keeps intensifying.
That's right. Another hot day for us, Jess. We've had about 5 in a row of these as abnormally warm days. Maybe not terribly unusual, though, to have something like this at the end of the month. But temperatures at this point are 10 to 15 degrees warmer than the seasonal average. So the spell definitely qualifies as maybe a late summer heat wave. And looking at time lapse of this bright, sun-filled day from the very beginning, as you can see how much sun was out there. A little haze on the horizon, but plenty of blue in the sky overhead. That's from Assisi Heights looking into the east with our Lewiston auto camera. Of course, you've got the pillars out there. You've got the trees and the blue sky on a very pleasant looking day. Just a very warm one, very humid day, but also a breezier day than anything we have seen in recent days. Here's Austin live with our Lewiston auto camera. Temperatures approaching 90 there. We'll be in the 90s by afternoon, by the tail end of the afternoon, that is. Austin 86 right now. It's 86 in Rochester, actually. Rushford 85. Mason City 87. So yeah, mid 80s now, low 90s by the end of the day, and dew point not terribly rich anyway, not as much humidity. There's a little more of that mixing going on in the atmosphere at this point. So a little breezier, still humid, but maybe not quite as heavy feeling because of that wind. Air pressure steady, 29.85 inches of mercury, and you factor in that humidity, and here's how it feels though. 89 in Rochester, 90 the current heat index in Austin, and 93 in Charles City, Iowa. So definitely a warm and steamy, breezy day. Breezy and hot for the rest of our Wednesday. Chances of thunderstorms roll in. We may have a couple of those very late tonight. Better chances late tomorrow and for parts of Friday. And then we have a cool, pleasant, sun-filled weekend. Speaking of rain, there's going to be a lot of it heading toward the Gulf Coast. I've been hearing about this. This is Laura, Category 3 hurricane. Outer bands of rain now reaching parts of Louisiana, approaching Houston and Galveston, and all this moving to the north and northwest. Right now, the Category 3 hurricane, 125 mile per hour maximum sustained winds, moving 16 miles per hour. So move along pretty quickly and should make landfall very late tonight. As a Category 4 hurricane, a major hurricane, 145 mile per hour maximum sustained winds, potentially a 20-foot storm surge, and 6 or more inches of rain over the next 24 hours. It's still a Category 1 hurricane well into tomorrow morning up towards Shreveport, Louisiana, and Texarkana, and then into Arkansas is a weakening storm by Thursday evening, and then moving out to sea in the Atlantic by early next week. But for us, a quiet situation aside for the wind right now. Thunderstorms staying to our north. A few of these eventually will kind of clip the area late tonight as a cold front approaches, and in the meantime, we're looking at a heat advisory that goes from 1 today until 7 o'clock this evening for areas east of Interstate 35, so southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa. Handful of counties on the Wisconsin side of the border. Severe weather risk also north for today. That's the latest from the Storm Prediction Center. Now tomorrow, we're all in the slight risk, and the best chances from about 6 tomorrow evening until 3 a.m. Friday. And that's also when some really heavy rain may develop after midnight tomorrow night. So damaging winds and large hail to concern, then heavy rain. And for Friday, smaller risk of severe weather, at least for many of us, as a cold front slowly pushes through noon until 4. A few storms may become strong to severe in the southeast part of the area. So we see those storm chances Friday until about 4 in the afternoon when that front moves out. We'll dry things out for the evening. Future track, though, looking at the first little batch of isolated storms late tonight around 4 in the morning tomorrow morning. And then again, some storms around 5 or 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, and then becoming much heavier in the overnight hours. Look at that heavy batch of rain that may provide us with a couple of inches of rain. Meanwhile, today, 92 the expected high. Heat index levels around 95 to 100. Rain chances late tomorrow into Friday. Another round or two early next week on Monday and Tuesday. Otherwise, it looks like we're going to enjoy some quiet weather over the weekend. Temperatures really take a tumble over the weekend. Daytime temperatures in the 70s for highs, and that's actually cooler than normal for this time of the year after a very warm spell of weather, much above average right now. The record today is 95. We're going to be just a few degrees shy of that in Rochester. 92, 91 meanwhile in Austin, and 91 in Northwood. 90 in New Hampton. Gusty southwest wind, mostly sunny, breezy and hot today. Heat index levels 95 or higher. 70 tonight, a couple of isolated storms, especially north of Rochester, well after midnight. And then tomorrow, a lot of sunshine, but then late in the day, some strong storms possible after about 6 p.m. into the overnight hours. It gets much heavier after midnight tomorrow night. And then storms Friday, and then a quiet, comfortable weekend.
Yes, many people are looking forward to that already, I think,
yeah.
Ted. Really